Hi everyone, Dana with the OT Guide. Lately I've been getting a lot of questions from my parents and teachers about TriLined Paper. So what is it and why is it so important and why can I not stop talking about it? So first things first, TriLined Paper is that paper you used back in the day, back in kindergarten, that has the bold line on the top, the dotted line in the middle, and then the bold line on the bottom. Consider it like training paper. It's super important for our elementary school kids, our little ones, as well as our students who have a hard time writing legibly because it promotes functional sizing and placement of letters, okay? So let's say you're a parent of a kindergartner at home and you don't have TriLined paper, so you've just been giving them notebook paper. Or let's say you're a teacher of a second grade class and admin has only provided you with regular college-bound notebooks for them. This might be okay for some of your students, but it's probably not going to be okay for most of your students. Let me show you why. So when our students write on this college-bound paper, that refers to paper that has lines that are really close together, like what you see here. The problem with it is, especially our younger students, they will write with all of their letters the exact same size. And that's an issue because our lowercase letters have different sizes. Some are tall, some are short, and some are hanging. So down the line, this is going to really negatively impact their legibility. It's going to make it hard for us to read their writing. College-bound paper for our younger ones isn't good as well because they're still learning, they're still developing their fine motor skills or the coordination and the small muscles of their hand. And so forcing them to write in such a small space is not developmentally appropriate. So what we want to do instead is we want to use TriLined paper. And as you can see, when I write my sentence on TriLined paper, I can focus, I can have my tall letters touch the top, I can have my short letters sit under the dotted line, and I can have my hanging letters have a tail below the line. And what I did here is, and something I like to do with some of my students is I like to go back in and I like to color and trace the top line blue for the blue sky, and I like to trace the bottom line green for the green grass. Just as a reminder that our students, when they're writing, all of their letters have to sit on the green grass. So I don't want any floating letters up in the sky. They all have to sit. And our tall letters have to touch the blue sky. And so it's just a nice visual, a nice reminder for our little ones that they have to make their letters different sizes. And then I also like to go in and I like to explain that in between every word, we have big meatball spaces. So my kids can go in and they can draw meatballs in between their words. And I kind of went over that in a different video. But anyway, TriLined paper, extremely important. So if you have access to a printer, the video ends here. Simply click on the link in the description of this video. I have created free TriLined paper for you all. Click on the link, download it, print out a bunch of copies for your class or your student, and there you go. If you don't have access to a printer, you can either go out and buy some TriLined paper at the dollar store or order some on Amazon. I've written my favorite Amazon links in the description of this video as well. But if buying is not an option, I'm going to show you how to adapt the paper that you have at home or the paper that admin has provided you as teachers to turn it into TriLined paper. Let's check it out. So you take a black Sharpie or a marker, you would make the top line bold, middle line dotted, and the bottom line bold. And then I like to leave a space before I do my next set. So then I do the top line bold again, middle line dotted, and the bottom line solid. And you can even take your marker and color in this negative space if you think that makes it more visually appealing. I do. I think it makes it easier for me to see. Similarly, if you just have blank paper at home, you can just take your blank paper and use a ruler so it doesn't look like mine. But again, just draw a dark line on the top, a dotted line in the middle, and a dark line on the bottom, and do that throughout the whole piece of paper. Anyway, I hope that this video was helpful. If you liked what you saw today, to support my channel, feel free to like or subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.